Kolb Aircraft presents its lineup of ultralights and light planes. Since 1980, Kolb Aircraft has been designing, building, and refining the art of flying as it can only be experienced in a Kolb. Kolb has fine-tuned its original designs to continually meet the needs of the sport aviation enthusiast. The versatility of Kolb Aircraft is best demonstrated in the Firestar. It can be built as a single-seat or two-seat experimental. Its clean, lightweight design has awesome takeoff and climb performance. Tough and durable factory-welded steel fuselage, aluminum wings and tail, and Stitz aircraft covering all give you a structure that's sound and reliable. Removable doors and windows allow you summer or winter flying. And with the Kolb Firestar's low fuselage design, you have full 360-degree visibility for greater safety and flying enjoyment. Only 8 minutes from trailer to air, all solo, just you, your Firestar, and hours of flying enjoyment. This Firestar is powered by a 52-horsepower 503 Rotax engine. The 41-horse Rotax 447 may also be used. The new Firefly, powered by the 42-horsepower Rotax 447, puts you into the true ultralight category. The Mark III rounds out the Kolb line with its two-seat configuration that invites you to share your flying excitement with a friend. All Kolb designs are based upon a welded 4130 chromoly steel fuselage structure, which gives the most strength for the least weight of any building material. And all of the welding is done in our own factory to assure the highest quality control possible. The tail wheel is steerable on the Firestar, Firefly, and Mark III. This, combined with the airflow over the rudder, gives very concise and positive control while on the ground. The wing structure is built around a 5-inch aluminum spar for the Firestar and Firefly, and a 6-inch aluminum spar for the Mark III. This cutaway spar section shows the interior reinforcement for the lift strut attachment. This reinforces the spar and evenly distributes the lift strut load. The large main spar also makes for a very easy-to-build wing. Notice how robust the lift strut connection is. All high-stress connections are made with chromoly steel. The third-generation two-place Mark III is designed for you to share your ultralight flying experience with a friend. It is designed with a generous wing area so that short takeoffs and landings are possible from those out-of-the-way fields. With a top speed of 85 miles per hour and cruise speed of 75 with a Rotax 582, you'll be able to make those cross-country trips in a breeze. The Mark III also qualifies as an ultralight training vehicle. The Mark III's large, powerful flaps reduce stall speeds and allow steeper descents without building up speed, so very short field landings are possible. The Mark III can be outfitted with optional hydraulic brakes, which help shorten the already short landing roll. The Mark III jumps off the ground and delivers awesome climb capability. It gives you the rocket ship performance that the competition can only talk about. The Mark III is constructed using larger 6-inch diameter wing spars and fuselage tube. This construction accommodates the 582 Rotax engine and the more powerful 618 and 912 engines and the increased gross weight. More wing ribs and a stronger cage make the Mark III an exceedingly strong airplane. Because of the large wing and clean design, the Mark III can fly very quietly and efficiently at lower power settings. This also helps to improve neighbor relations as noise abatement becomes more of an issue. The Mark III has a gross weight of 1,000 pounds, and with a typical empty weight of 450 pounds, the Mark III offers a tremendous load carrying capability for floats or that special camping gear, up to 575 pounds. The Mark III has the largest flaps in its class, the size that the term barn door was invented for, activated by a convenient to reach overhead flap handle. The up-front seating and pusher configuration give unexcelled visibility in all Kolb models. More and more pilots are discovering that visibility is the most desirable feature for a truly fun flying airplane, because aircraft designs that put the engine up front spoil much of the view of the beautiful world below. That's why many cross-country travelers, photographers, and surveillance pilots have chosen the Kolb.
Hello, my name is Rick Trader. A few years ago, I did something in an ultralight that had never been done before. I flew from New Jersey to Florida to Texas to California to Alaska to the Arctic Circle and back to New Jersey. Now, when I got involved in ultralights, I got some very good advice, and that was not to be anybody's test pilot. Well, during that 9-month, 15,000-mile trip, I flew a Kolb. And in 250 hours in the air, I didn't have a single mechanical problem. I think that speaks very highly of Kolb aircraft. Whenever I've had a question, I've always been able to call Kolb and get an answer right away. Never got a runaround, always a straight answer. And I think that's very reassuring.
While the Mark III is designed to fly slowly, it has a wide, usable speed range. While the stall speed is lowered with the use of flaps, their greatest usefulness is in allowing steeper descents over obstacles without airspeed building up. This allows for making those tight space landings. The flaps can also give a feeling of confidence, knowing that should the need arise, you can land in a small space. The Mark III lands easily with none of the traditional vices usually associated with tail draggers, and the Mark III is very stable and sure-footed on the ground. Quick, abrupt turns are possible with no tendency to ground loop. The Mark III is maneuverable and fast. The large ailerons give very stable roll control and are so effective that even with the aircraft stalled, the pilot still has roll control. With flaps and a touch of power, the Mark III can fly very slowly in complete control, noticeably slower than the power-off stall speed. Let's take a closer look at the Mark III and Firestar. The cockpit is wide, spacious, and comfortable. And with the adjustable rudder pedals, even large people can feel right at home. It's one of the most spacious cockpits available, 42 inches wide at the hips and 45 inches wide at the shoulders. The powerful lightweight Rotax engine, reduction gearbox, and large diameter propeller provide the launching power for the Firestar and Mark III. Notice the clean, simple wing design. These wings are straightforward and easy to build. Preformed spar gussets attach the wing rib to the main wing spar, making a strong, reliable attachment. The pre-built wing ribs are available at a modest additional cost.
I'm Al Steiner from Marion, Ohio, and I built a Kolb Mark III, and it's just a beautiful machine. I come over, looked the ultralights, looked them all over, and there was no plane that outperformed the Mark III. And I said, I gotta have one of those, and at that point I hit, and I did, and built it. I had about 400 hours in it, and it's just a fantastic machine.
One way to reduce the cost of flying is to take your airplane home. All Kolb products fold with the same simple steps.